Hey chili heads, welcome back to Red or Green. Today we're gonna make some chili con queso, but not just any chili con queso, we're gonna make a vegan chili con queso. There are a lot of vegans out there that would love to have some New Mexican recipes, and we really wanna reach out to those subscribers who are vegan and would like to try, some New Mexican dishes, but don't really have the resources or I don't know, would like some ideas on how to prepare those dishes. So that's what this is really about. Also, it comes just in time, as I said, for football season. So just a couple of things on the vegan recipe. It is, a lot of the vegan recipes I've tried, vegan chili con queso recipes that I've tried out there, use a lot of different spices. And I really think that, especially in the case of chili con queso, you really have to keep it simple. And what I mean by that is, like, a lot of recipes I've seen put cumin and oregano, which in my opinion don't really have any place in chili con queso. So I'm trying to get to the original flavor of traditional chili con queso as much as possible. And by doing that, I'm gonna add in some of my homemade salsa. I'm gonna add in some chopped green chili. Both of those will go in at the end. And then some of the usual suspects, like some nutritional yeast, along with some soaked cashews. And I am gonna put a little bit of red chili powder to give it some color, as opposed to smoked paprika. Again, smoked paprika has a different sort of flavor and it changes things and adds a little too much in there. And I know this recipe is vegan approved, and the reason I know that is because a friend of mine, Annie, who stayed with me for a time a few months back, really could not stop eating this. I know it's a vegan approved recipe, so I hope you try it. Also, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Hit post notifications, that way whenever we release a new video, you get notified right away. And it's green chili season. They're harvesting everywhere. You can smell it everywhere in Albuquerque and in New Mexico, I'm sure. If there are any recipes you'd like to see on the channel, leave it in the comments below, and we'll do our best to get it on the channel in the future. All right, I think we have everything we need here, so let's get to it. Okay, let's start with 1 cup of raw cashews. And we're gonna use about a cup and a half of water to soak these. We want to soak these for about 2 to 3 hours. Now, once the cashews have soaked up all that water and softened up a bit, we're going to drain them. Add them to a blender. Now we'll add some additional water, just about 1/4 cup to loosen things up, along with 1/2 cup of oat milk. I'm using oat milk in this because I really like the texture it gives the queso. Now add 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, along with 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of onion salt. We're gonna blend this all up until it's really smooth. I'm using New Mexican red chili powder here, but if you don't have that, you can also use cayenne or any other red chili powder. I forgot to add salt, so I went back and added about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now open the lid and have a look at the queso. If it's too thick, add a little bit more water. Now in a medium-sized saucepan, we're going to pour the queso into the pan and we're going to heat it on a low heat. You don't want to burn this, so very low. Now we'll add 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of my homemade salsa. We'll leave a link to it, along with 1/2 cup of chopped New Mexico green chili. Now again, if you don't have New Mexican green chili, you can use any kind of chopped green chili. And that's it, folks. Serve this queso immediately, or you can also store it in the fridge for at least 5 days if you want to serve it later. Just remember that when you heat it up, to heat it on very low heat, and just bring the heat up. You don't want to burn it. Enjoy!